Well, Jackson, welcome home and welcome to the Raw, a New Zealand under-20 representative, mate. That sounds good to the ear, doesn't it? Tell us about the experience in Africa.
Yeah, it was a great experience. It was a privilege to be able to go away with the team. It was a great team, full of a lot of good people and coaches and a lot of experience. So, yeah, it was a good experience to go away and especially play some footy in South Africa in front of their fan base. You know how proud they are of their footy. So, yeah, it was definitely a bit of a difference in experience from playing down south. Enjoyed it.
You were in some cauldrons, right? I mean, tell us about that, especially that Africa game too. I mean, they're roaring in that one.
Yeah, I think there was around about 18,000 people in the stands, and you kind of went out there and couldn't hear yourself think with the music in the stadium, and the guy that was on the microphone, he was doing quite a good job to kind of block everything out. So yeah, it was kind of had to just go out there, put your head down, and get the job done, which we went fairly close to, which was good.
Yeah,
it's not as common as it once was, I guess, for New Zealand rugby players to spend a bit of time in Africa. What are the sort of the lasting memories of being there?
Oh, I kind of feel like it's just with their culture, like how much they love footy, and like you kind of went over there, and as an under-20s player and a teenager, you kind of weren't used to having so many people like around, and kind of like the love for you, even you're from New Zealand, like they respected you so much. You'd go over there and you'd be taking photos all the time, like just going out and getting coffee, taking photos and signing autographs, which we weren't too used to. I haven't practiced my signature too much, so it was a great experience, and the people over there were just awesome, so I just loved it.
What about outside of the rugby? Did you get to have a bit of a look around?
Yeah, had a bit of a look around. We went to a safari, so seen like a giraffe and a cheetah and a couple other animals. Can't remember the names, but yeah, it was quite cool. There's a couple newborn giraffe there, which was quite cool, and they kind of just told us about how long it's been there for, and it was a pretty good experience, because I feel like you go anywhere else in the world, you're not really going to be able to do that. So it was unreal. It was pretty cool.
So on the park, you got a couple of runs off the bench.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that. Let's have a look at those two games, because the first one was against Australia. What is some sort of comeback, right? And a late try to get up over the Junior Wallabies.
Yeah. So yeah, two games, both were different circumstances. Obviously went into the Aussie game, kind of just had to go on and do my job. We had a lead. I thought, we're up when I come on, so I was kind of just able to go out there, direct the boys, and kind of just bring a lift and a bit of impact, which I was able to do. And yeah, we got the job done. So we're pretty stoked with that. It was a good to come away with a win against Aussie. Before the game, the coach kind of said, like, put your hand up if you've ever been in Australia. I think there was two boys that put their hand up, so quite a few more hands after that, so it was quite good.
What about if we go back before the heading over there, like that call that you got? How far out did you think you were? You're obviously in the top 100 players, because you got to go up to Taupo and play on that, but what were your sort of feelings going into that phone call and then getting that phone call?
It was kind of like obviously went up to Taupo and put my best foot forward. I thought, had a couple chats with Liam Howley when I come back home after Taupo, and kind of asked how I thought about how I went, and we kind of went through it step by step, and I was fairly confident, but didn't really know whether I was going to get the call or not. Like hoped I was going to, but it was also, I had things to look forward to if not. And then I think I was actually getting a haircut on the Sunday, and I had Kane Jury as a contact previously from up in Dunedin. We'd done a few halfback sessions, so I seen the name on the phone and got pretty excited. I jumped out of the seat. Lucky enough, the razor didn't go through my hair. So
I was going to say mid-haircut.
Mid-haircut. I was actually,
It's a tough call with your interrupt a haircut for a phone call.
Because I felt it buzzing, and went for a bit longer than usual, so I thought, I better pick this up. And I looked at it, so I jumped up and went outside and took the call from Kane, and it kind of started off like, this could be, bad. He was asking how club was going, and
he didn't build up to it, did he?
Yeah, it was dragging on. So
mate,
I was waiting for the news, and then it came along, and I was super happy. I didn't really know what to say. I kind of just wanted to call Dad straight away and tell him the news, but which I was able to, and haircut was done, so I was off. I was off and on the phone to the old man. So yeah, it was pretty chuffed. It was was one of the lifetime experience, I think. It was awesome.
It's good that the first person that knew you'd been selected for the New Zealand U20s was your hairdresser.
Yeah,
Barber.
they were lucky enough to be be there. I was kind of like, oh, do I say anything? But yeah, I told them, and they were pretty stoked. And then he kind of let me pop away, and got on the phone to the old man straight away. So yeah, it was good. I needed to tell him, so
it's
he
awesome.
was happy enough.
And then you get together as a group, right? So tell us a little bit about that, coming together and obviously getting the kit, and that must be something pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's like a kid on Christmas, eh?
Yeah.
You rock up with all the kits laid out in your locker, and you get to go through it all and have that kind of moment of excitement, which is fairly nice. And then you get all kind of addressed and get to meet all the people, and we kind of knuckled into Wellington. We kind of knuckled into our team connection, which I think grew very well going into South Africa, where I had a very tight group, which also was able to show, I feel like, in that Aussie game, being able to come back, and even in the South Africa game, being able to come back and have a chance at winning it, shows in our team connection on and off the field. So it was very good, the Wellington experience, into our connection, which was good.
Because you've got to pull things together pretty quickly, don't you?
Yeah.
There's not the resource going into this team that some of the other international unions are putting into theirs.
Yeah, well, we were quite unlucky to not have a game before we went away, getting cancelled due to the weather, so we knew we kind of had to have something else on our side, so I feel like that connection kind of took over that, and the boys went out there and showed it, and we would show it in training, on and off the field. There would not really be any like groups of people like separated. We're all kind of in as one, so yeah, it was definitely one of the better things.
What about the level of rugby, if you're able to compare it to what you've played previously at any level?
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely a step up from, I got a couple like minutes in games at NPC, but just like over in South Africa again, like with the people and how much it meant to like playing against South Africa, it's definitely another step up. Probably not contact wise, but like energy and people kind of coming after you wise. So yeah, I felt like it was still like, how do I say this, kind of like a bit of a difference, but it wasn't too much different. Like just playing wise, it was still fast footy. It was contact, fairly heavy contact as well, and yeah, you're still able to go out there and just kind of express yourself, which was pretty good. You had the freedom, so it was good.
A little bit of a different situation for you coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about preparing and maybe the differences that you had to consider there to literally, come out and make an impact at the sharp end of a couple of really close encounters for your country.
It was definitely different. Like coming off the bench again for your country is a big thing, because you've got to go out there and do your job and do it the best you can. I've had a few sit downs with Jason McKenzie with like mindset and mental skills and stuff like that. He gave me a few skills to kind of, while you're sitting on the bench, take yourself in and out of the game so you don't really mind bog yourself by sitting there and like watching it and trying to be interested the whole time. So you'd either, I kind of like to, the first play, try read what our team's going to do or what they're going to do and where I would be or what my position's doing at the time. And then from there, I'll just switch off and try watch it without a brain for about a couple of minutes and then kind of do that again. And then the same with like going through your warm-up, like knowing what you're going to do, so you get over there and don't really waste any time, and then you're able to come back and kind of get back into the same thing. And just like being able to feel your body while you're sitting there is kind of a big thing, I reckon. Just being able to know like what you're going into.
Do you know and how much of it is when you come on the park is around game situation, or do you know in advance, is it pre-planned when you're likely to come out, or do you have to sort of lock in with, 25 to go, knowing that you'll get close to getting out there? Yeah,
you've kind of always just got to be switched on. Like it could even be like you could come on in the first 5 minutes due to injury.
Yep.
Or as you said, could be the last 25, and you've just got to know. I like to go talk to one of the coaches and see what they've been talking through in the coach's box and kind of get a read for what they want going on.
Yep.
In the South Africa game, I talked to Jimmy Lynch's, and he just said that we need a lift of energy and just a lot of control. So yeah, just went out there and kind of did that the best of my ability, and yeah, it was good. It was good.
We better talk about the end of that game, because we mentioned the Australia game that you're on. I mean, tell us about this one. So a late penalty try ties the game up.
Yeah, it was late. The boys, we definitely had the momentum, which was good. Came on with about 16 to go, and we were deep in our own half. And yeah, as I said, kind of just needed the energy lift, and we were able to exit out. And then from there, it was kind of just controlling what we could control, because we knew they were going to bring it to us, and we had the upper foot. So yeah, it was a bit different, like especially with the crowd wise, you can't really hear yourself think. Like, had a couple of situations off a kickoff, like I probably should have gave it to a bigger ball carrier, but I think I tuck and run because I wasn't really able to hear anyone around me. So
Go yourself.
Have a go.
Went and had a go. So yeah, it was all good. But yeah, it's just kind of again situational wise, like what you kind of feel with the game and what the coaches are kind of wanting. So yeah, it was all good.
So just like we had Liam Howley on soon after you were selected, and we talked about your journey being a wee bit of a different one, and the fact that you're a Otago boy that come down to Southland, come down to Paradise, see the light sort of thing.
Right.
Good lad.
But I mean, obviously you left Otago boys, you're in the first 15, come down here. What can you give us a bit of insight around that decision to make the move down here?
Yeah, so it was early on in my year 13 year, after we played Southland boys in the inter-school. I think it was, first game of the year. Marty, I always kind of knew Marty through like age group and all that kind of stuff. So we kind of had a wee yarn after the game and kind of asked what I was up to after school. And I said I didn't really have an idea. And then that kind of progressed into Scotty Eade coming up from Invercargill, and like would take time out of his day to go for a coffee and have a yarn. And we kind of talked through all the like options. I could have gone to university and stayed in the academy like some of the other boys are, but I wasn't really looking at uni. So he gave me the option like, I know it's a big thing for your age, but you could potentially come down and play club and work in Invercargill and be in the academy down there, which he said would be a bit more hands-on with the Stags coach at the time, Panel, like in front of him a lot, Scotty himself, and like all the other coaches. So I kind of went and sat with the old man, and he was like, it might be one of those situations where if you don't, you might regret it, but if you do, at least you can say you went and tried. So I kind of went in with that mindset, and I was just like,
I don't know your old man, but I like him.
Yeah, he's a great man. Went in with that mindset, and just thought, may as well, like nothing to lose coming out of school. It was either Southland or Otago, so. And I think I've ended up making the right pick.
Well, it's a good decision.
I think that's very wise.
Yeah. What did your mates say about about this?
So this is the tough part, like being away from them, because I've got a really close friend group all the way through school. We're all at different schools, but we're real close, and any opportunity I could get, I'll go back and see my mates, because I like hanging out with them, because I feel like it's the times I don't think about footy. They weren't too happy, especially with the Otago Southland rivalry, and they're like, "Oh, what are you doing?" But they kind of came to like the conclusion of like, "Oh, well, it's whatever's best for you. Like, it's not too far away, 2 hours away." So and I think like all credit to my mates, they came down for my Stags debut and stuff like that. So real glad to have a good group of boys around me. So they're good.
I think when you got down here, obviously, and linked with Star, they got you staying with Robin Puller, who our listeners will know more of her golfing exploits than anything. But I understand that's been very helpful as well. When young lad moving out of home and getting to go and stay with Robin, and she helped you out. Yeah,
most definitely. Robin's probably another reason why I'm in the situation I'm in today, especially with working and training most of the time. Robin kind of is like a second mum. Like, you'll come home and dinner's there for you, and she asks how your day was and if anything needs done, or on the weekends before footy if you want anything from the supermarket and so and so. So I feel like moving out of home at my age, it was like a pretty big thing to have someone like that, and she's been able to support me and help me and Sam who also lives at Robin's, out a lot because, to be honest, I don't know where we would be without her at the moment. And yeah, with the golf as well, she's always into if we want to go out for a round or if we need any help or stuff like that. So yeah, she's one of the greats.
Gee, you could do worse for golf.
I was going to say, how has the golf game gone?
I haven't been into it too much.
No,
I get out and play, but Sammy's out with Robin quite a bit, and I think he's getting a bit sharper. So
Yeah, right.
I'd say that's all credit to Robin. Yeah, she's good at what she does.
Because you've got the we always talk about the juggling of trying to do a trade as well as trying to be effectively chasing the dream of being a professional rugby player, and many people have tried that and it come unstuck, isn't it? How have you managed to juggle the two? Juggle the two of them.
I feel like once again I'll go back to Robin. Those cold days on the tools, you might have had morning gym or afternoon training, and you're coming back at about 8:30. And dinner's there for you. I feel like without her in that situation, I'd kind of like want to wake up the next day and just not go to work. But I feel like I've been able to have like the time, still having time on my hands with coming home and being able to sort my stuff for the next day and not rushing and still feeling good, getting a long enough sleep to wake up and do it all again the next day is probably all credit to Robin, and also like being able to be kind of a active relaxer. I feel like I am. So like being at work on the tools, I don't really mind it too much, but some days are definitely different. But yeah, I am enjoying it, just still chipping away at the apprenticeship, so see what happens.
Could you have imagined, I guess, towards that end of your last year at Otago Boys and when you were contemplating this shift, that you would have made your NPC debut and be playing for New Zealand at under 20s level?
Yeah, most definitely not. Like if you asked me coming out of school, like can think back now, I would have thought I've still got a long way to go before I thought about that. But now that I've been around and come down and been pretty hands-on with the coaches down here, and they've put a lot of time and effort into help me to be where I am today, I probably wouldn't have been able to do it without them, I feel, because they're the ones that are always into you about the little details and the stuff like that gets you to these places. And I feel like that's probably another thing I need to give credit to those guys, because they're amazing at what they do, and they've helped me through this way.
Yeah, and sometimes it all works out, right? So now Scotty's head coach. As we say, you've got Liam Howley as well, who knows a little bit about the number 9 game.
Yeah.
So good. That's got to be a good situation for a young fella like you.
Yeah. No, it's very good. Like those two guys, as I said, are real good at what they do, especially detailed wise and down into the nooks and crannies of things. They're both always willing to work like for you, even like no, they don't really have to with like the little things. But yeah, they're always coming up to you and in the gym and showing little clips of where you should be and what you should be doing, and in the drills that we do at trainings, it's always like the little details that they're wanting to see, not the obvious stuff that everyone sees. So I feel like stuff like that, and especially with being a halfback, there's a lot of those. So those two have been real good for me, and being able to progress with my pass and kicking and stuff like that, they've helped me out a lot.
It is such a multifaceted sort of a position, isn't it? Where would you rate your strengths, and what are the parts of your game that you like to work on at the moment? Yeah,
so I feel like my strengths are probably being a bit bigger and a bit more physical as a 9 compared to some others. So I like to be in the D line when I can, so defensively, and then attacking, probably being able to step out and have a bit more time. Even with the run option, like kicking's going real well at the moment, but still a long way to go with that. So I feel like those are kind of my strengths around my game, and always keep working on those, because you can always be better. So I feel like they're going pretty well, and just got to keep ticking away with those, especially with the kick and the pass, just the non-negotiables.
Of course, I think this is one of the great stories. You came from playing South Africa in Port Elizabeth in front of 18,000, got off a plane on Thursday, and then on Saturday you're playing at the Waikaia Domain, which is for Star up against the Barbarians, actually. So there's a wee bit of a contrast there.
A little bit.
I used to play in that ground. I'm trying to work. Is there a grandstand there? There is a grand. There is some sort of stand, isn't there?
There was a wee grandstand there.
How many in the grandstand that day?
I think there might have been close to 30.
Yeah, right.
So it was pretty. It was pretty packed out for a good day down in Waikaia.
Yeah.
It was also a good game of footy. Coming back, still feeling a bit jet lagged, but just had to get into my work and help the boys. We almost got there, but it was a real good game of footy and very physical. I enjoyed it. It was like a back to reality moment, back to where it all started. So always happy to give back for where the people that have helped me on my journey. So yeah, it was real good. I loved it. It was good.
And then back it up against Pirates Old Boys the week after. A couple of tough games there, Barbarians and Pirates Old Boys.
Yeah, it was definitely two tough games, but nothing the boys weren't willing to get up for. But unfortunately, didn't get the chocolates. But definitely building towards hopefully something good to come for the rest of the season, I reckon. So yeah, these good glimpses with the boys. We just need to make sure it's on for the whole time, but otherwise, we'll be all good.
So trying to lock in that top 4 spot.
Yeah,
that's the focus. Yeah,
100%. Definitely the team there to do it. We just need to find kind of our groove. But yeah, all going good.
So, of course, the attention immediately swings to a World Cup that you've got from an under-20 point of view. We won't twist your arm too much in terms of what you know, but technically I think you're waiting for another phone call, are you?
Yeah, so meant to be leaving on the 14th of June up to Wellington for a day and then fly away. But yeah, still, as you said, still waiting for a phone call that will hopefully come later on next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, just keep working hard and wait patiently like I did for the first one. So yeah, hopefully. But yeah, a couple long days to come before that.
Yeah, I bet there will be. Georgia.
Yeah.
Have you done much research?
Georgia. Nah, I haven't done much, but from what I've heard, very hot and quite dangerous. So yeah,
right.
We'll see how that goes.
Off the park, we're talking about here, are we?
Off the park.
Right.
Yeah, I hope so. Off the park, but we'll definitely have to do some research before we head away. Find the best coffee spots and malls and whatnot. But yeah, it should be a good experience.
Good stuff. Well, we wish you well for that, mate. And then, of course, it's probably hard to get past that, isn't it, from a viewpoint of view? But, you've got another stag season potentially stretching out in front of you as well too, having had a taste.
Yeah.
What's your sort of take as you look towards what could be another campaign in Maroon?
Yeah, hopefully get another taste in that this year. Definitely hungry from the little bits I had last year.
Yep.
Really enjoyed my time in with the Stags, so just keep working hard and take it step by step, I feel, and then kind of be knocking on Scotty's door by the time we get back. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and just something else to kind of get up for footy wise, and it should be good. Good group of boys.
How was that step up? Because I guess you're playing against men obviously at club level, but then I'm picking like just that step up from the Southern under-19 team into an NPC debut. Like not many players do that.
Nah, it was definitely a massive step. That's why I was kind of in with Jace a lot, doing a lot of mental skills stuff, because I was kind of in my head a bit, not knowing how much I could play, or I could have gone out there and ended up playing 60 or 70 if someone got injured. But it was definitely a good setup up, real fast, real physical for the one tackle I think I made. But yeah, it was an awesome step up. I think credit to the boys and the Stags for getting around me. Kind of I was in there for 2 weeks, but it kind of made me feel like I was there for the whole time. A couple of boys gave me a little tips about like content wise, because having to learn so much at a short time.
Yeah.
I got a wee tip from Matt Funga. It was the old tape under the shirt with like key notes written on it, so you'd just have a wee glimpse going into a line out or a set piece play. So yeah, it was pretty handy.
Where's the tape?
Like underneath your,
like on your guts.
Your shirt.
Oh, on the shirt.
So you chuck it upside down on your shirt.
Oh yeah, I got
and you would flip it up.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it was very handy, and those boys got around me and helped me out a lot. So yeah, thankful to them.
Could have done with that in a few exams. Actually.
Yeah. I guess we talk about one advantage of Southland is we can give probably guys a go earlier than they might get another province. And I think for you, how big an impact was that in getting that time, a couple of weeks with the Stags, and even a bit of game time to end up making the New Zealand under-20s, do you think?
Yeah. Very crucial, I think, especially confidence-wise. Like, I don't know about other people, but very wanting to be confident going into playing footy. Like, when I'm real confident, that's probably where I'm at my best. I feel going on the footy field, and yeah, those 2 weeks, like being able to be in a professional environment and see how other people do their things, and being able to get little golden nuggets, and learning off Nick Shearer was real good. He was a real good teacher, and the other boys as well. Definitely real crucial going into probably that Taupo camp. I feel like it would have helped me the most, because up there I was in kind of a few like different situations, being used to like, you know, kind of having to play yourself into a team, if you know what I mean, like wanting to be selected and kind of show and express yourself. So I kind of learned a few ways that you're able to do that, and like efforts wise and stuff like that. It was real good, like being able to have those, even though it was a short time with the Stags, it definitely helped confidence wise and whatnot. So yeah, it was good.
Nice to have a couple of other Southern boys involved too, like in the under-20s campaign, right? You know, and Mika Muliaina and Jay Reihana, and Jimmy Taylor on the fringes as well too. That's good stuff.
Yeah, no, it's real good. They're good boys as well. We all get along pretty well, so being able to connect over in South Africa, I roomed with Jay for the 3 weeks, so
Right.
kind of felt like you were still back at home when you'd go back to your room, so it was good. Definitely didn't get homesick around him, so yeah, he was a good man, just a bit messy sometimes, but he was all good.
Okay, direct question. You may or may not want to answer it, but so how long are you committed from a Southland point of view? Have you, what's your sort of thoughts there?
I'm kind of going through that process at the moment, not really too sure, but happy to stay, because they are, you know, the people that have got me to where I am today, so happy to give back to the province, but unsure as of yet.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we won't talk specifics, obviously, about the process, but in general terms, how have you found that? Because that's probably something new as well too, right? You know, starting to have conversations from a contracting point of view and the whole business side of the business.
It's definitely getting real pretty quickly. Especially, you know, just signing the academy contract was kind of like, oh, what is this? Yeah, I'll just sign it. But now you've kind of just, you know...
We'd encourage you to get some form of advice, Jackson, I reckon,
definitely read through it.
Good.
But now, with like agents and kind of that talk you never really thought of or wouldn't have like come to having and stuff, but now able to have one and talk through stuff with him, and he helps out a lot, especially at this age, not knowing kind of too much around contracts wise and stuff like that. It's definitely a step up from the old NCA exam, but it's been good. It's definitely getting real pretty quickly, but it's been good.
Yeah, it's good. You've earned it, mate. No question about that.
Appreciate it.
Awesome. Great to catch up. What's Robin got for tea tonight? Do we know?
There was chicken breasts out on the table, so I'm thinking maybe a pasta or something when we get home from the game tonight. So it'll be good.
Shout out to Robin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I suppose. Now, are you running around in that game?
Yeah.
So this is team De Groot versus Team Withy. Which side are you on?
Team De Groot. Yeah.
Did you pick that?
Nah, I think we got draft today.
Okay.
So
right.
Coming off the bench, so.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, see what happens.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, by the time this podcast goes up, it'll be in the past. But anyway, that's good. That's a good concept, isn't it? What have you made of this one here? Because this is literally a chance for development and academy players and guys on the fringes who, from a club footy point of view, to get out there and show what they've got. Yeah,
I feel like it's an awesome opportunity for boys that have like even played, I don't know, maybe a couple games for the Stags or wanting to be in the Stags or also, you know, in the academy like Dunedin and Southland was. So it's a good way to get out there and express yourself. They've chucked out a few set pieces, things for us to go out and kind of just build off, but it's kind of just go out there, express yourself and show the coaches what you've got. So I feel like it'll be a pretty good game of footy.
Yeah,
Jay Reihana's running around as well. Is he on your team?
Yeah, me and Jay in the same team. I think he's starting at 13, so it'll be good to see how he goes. Mika's down here, but he's not playing, so I think he'll be on the waters. So It should be an awesome game of footy tonight down at the beach.
Yeah,
Have a bash on a Wednesday night and then have the weekend off.
Be tropical out there tonight, I'm sure.
Yeah, it will be.
Nice stuff, mate. Hey, listen, well, awesome experience. Congratulations on over there. Fingers and everything else crossed for you, obviously, for the selection. Can't wait to see it, mate, and we'll keep in touch heading towards stag season, eh?
Yeah, cheers, mate. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.